She looked at me and shook her head. Then, with a sweet smile, she said, "My dear boy, you really need to know there are no kisses without mistletoe. These warm lips are waiting if you dare. Don't be standing there on a hope and a prayer." She pursed her lips and winked at me. "You better run, boy, 'cause there's no guarantee." So out the door and down the road I ran as fast as my boots could go. The snow was deep, my knees were weak, but there was nothing stopping me. I passed malls with locked doors, Christmas lights in all the stores. In the windows I searched high and low. Someone has got to have some mistletoe. I stood for a moment, was thinking out loud. Then in frustration I screamed with a shout, "Can't anyone help me? It's a simple request." Silence filled the night, nothing heard, nothing said. Then directly behind me I heard a voice. It was a very distinct and familiar noise. I turned around to hear, "Ho, ho, ho! Is someone looking for some mistletoe?" There was Santa, with his reindeer and sled. He was standing so tall in his suit of red. In his hand was a silver-papered present. He said, "Something for you, my friend." I took the box and let the paper fly, and there on that snowy winter night, I saw the leathery-leaved parasitic plant. It was looking so pretty in my sweaty hand. I didn't know if I should hug him or cry, as he gave me a smile and a slight wink of his eye. He said, "Someone's waiting, you know. She's looking for you. We better go. Hop on board and we'll give you a ride." "No, not in my spot, the other side." So I slipped on over while Santa hit the reins, and just like a little boy, I had a huge smile on my face. When we finally touched down, I saw my girl outside, looking at me with those big wide eyes. Santa turned around and said to me, "Why don't you ask her to take a seat? Sit near the presents and enjoy the view. It's a perfect spot for the both of you." So I took her hand and helped her on up as the reindeer started to move and jump. I took her in my arms. We held on tight, and right there in the frosty cold of the night, we sat with Santa in his rocket-like sled, wishing this moment would never end. Santa hit the reins and shouted, "Dash away!" Then we traveled to tomorrow and yesterday. From Dubai to Paris, Spain, and Mexico, everywhere we went, I hid my mistletoe. Our sweet, beautiful night came to an end, but we begged Santa to take us again. He said, "I'd really like to, but I gotta go home." With sadness in my heart, I said, "I know." I smiled and nodded and said, "Thanks for the ride." Then Santa pulled a present from his side. He reached out and gave my girl her gift and said, "This is something I saw on your list." He gave us a hug. Then we were alone. As we stood silently in the Christmas snow, my girl moved close and whispered to me, "What did Santa give you? May I please see?" She took my mistletoe and lifted it up high, and with a shy look from the corner of her eye, she leaned forward and said, "You need to know you never ever need any mistletoe."